morning.
Good morning.
If it is comfortable for you, please relax into your chair and close or lower your eyes. As you settle in and feel yourself just relax, just breathe and focus on your breath. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly blow out all of your unhappy thoughts. And again, inhale, that nice deep breath, and exhale, blowing out again all unhappy thoughts. Now allow yourself to hear my voice and repeat these words silently in your mind. Who am I? And who do I choose to be? As I travel back in time and allow myself to be that carefree, positive person who is happy and I know it. As you think about those happy days, allow yourself in this place and time to unload all your unhappy thoughts, any stressful thoughts, and just allow yourself the gift of all good. Good, happy, positive things that you deserve and is your birthright. As you move forward to the present place, any negative energy, thought, or situation, just replace it with your positive new attitude, knowing you are in control of your time travel. Do you choose to waste time, or do you choose to use this time to move forward? Enjoy each day. Find more happy places and things that you truly know and enjoy to do. Just knowing the happy thoughts keeps you in a happy place and knowing it. Whether it is a person you made smile, a child you read a book to, a garden you planted, a pet you just love, a homeless person you fed, or holding a senior's hand, a teenager you mentored, a long beach you walked during the sunrise or sunset, the smell of flowers. Know this is the world that is truly amazing, and you are a special, unique individual in it. So be happy and know it. The gifts are endless. Now take in that beautiful, deep breath of fresh air and return to the room knowing each and every one in this room is happy and we all know it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Gina. You made me happy just talking that. Good morning, everybody. Aren't you happy? Yes. I am. Beautiful song by Daniel Nahmod. Please sing with me. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. We're getting there. Such a holy place. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love. Sacred love is all that you are. That's everything. Oh, well, thank you. Are you kidding? Now let's sing. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Yes. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. Yes. You are the face of God.
I invite you to just gently lower or close your eyes as I offer my prayer this morning. And let my words be your words. There is only one almighty power, one infinite source of love. God is all there is. There is only one God. And because I know that this is true, that God is all there is, I know that I am one with this source. I am one with love. God is my light. God surrounds me. God envelops me. God enfolds me. God carries me through every single moment of my life. God works and lives in me and in everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, because we are all one in this life, on this planet Earth. I am declaring right here and right now that the joy that I feel in my heart, I will carry with me throughout this day and every day of my life. I am so happy to know that this joy is who I am. This love is who I am. That with God there are no limitations. There is no lack. Miracles are everywhere. Everywhere present today. And I look for them and I find them. And I know that each and every one of us has the ability to feel that joy and that love and that happiness, no matter what it looks like on the outside. Because we know that we are God in and through us. I am expressing this And I know that I am feeling the expression of every single soul that looks back at me with those eyes of light. I am just so grateful to know this truth. I am so grateful to be here today in this Center for Spiritual Living that I love so dearly. And I am so grateful for the music, for Patty and Dave. And I am so grateful for our ministers, for Reverend Cheryl and Reverend Stacy and Reverend Wanda, that help and guide us through each and every thought that we have that isn't the truth and bring us back to what we know. And our ministry of prayer, oh my gosh, what could I do without my ministry of prayer that holds us up all the time, whatever we need. And I'm so grateful for our sound technicians and of course Charlie and Yvonne, and for our teachers, and for our children, for everyone that is part of this life. I could not be more grateful. So I now know that after declaring what I know to be true, I can release this word right into that universal law that always, always, always says yes. And I know this to be true, so I can just release it right now and we can say, and so it is.
You know what? I believe every word you just said.
Good.
You were my first teacher, so you better not be lying. This better be all true. I'm not here just for fun. A great teacher, too. My first teacher. All right. It's a good day to have a good day. That's what I put on Facebook.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody we meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody we meet. Let us be delighted by who we come to be. We are love, we are one. Give it to me. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. You know it. Come on now. Everybody get up on your feet. Yeah. See the light in everybody we meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody we meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. What? One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. So cute. See the light in everybody we meet. You got to. Everybody, get up on your feet. I choose to see the light in everybody we meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. Give it now. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let's make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody we meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Look at you. See the light in everybody we meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Get into it. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
bless America and the rest of the world. I'm Reverend Cheryl. This is Reverend Stacy, and you're all welcome. If you would just turn to a neighbor and just say good morning, welcome. Just where you stand, just say good morning. Good morning.
We have no good morning music, but we'll get back into that.
At the end.
All right, thank you. No hugging without permission, though. It's all good. I think Patty has something to tell us about something.
Oh my God, thank you, Rev. I've been making some calls and booking some gigs. I had to get out there because I like to eat and pay rent. So I'm hoping that you all will try to find it in your heart and your wallets. It would be tough for me to go out to these gigs, honestly. But things are getting good and things are getting great. I'll be playing Saturday, May 28th at the Las Vegas room. It's the Nevada room / Las Vegas room. That is Saturday, May 28th. And Thursday, June 2nd, I'll be at Gatsby's Supper Club, which I'm really jazzed about.
Yes.
Thank you. That's in Sunset Road in Henderson. Thank you. I'll be at Tuscany tonight as well. Thank you.
I have a surprise for you, Patty.
You do?
I do. One of your fave, Jamie Lula, said yes. So he'll be here sometime soon. He's waiting for your phone call to set up the dates.
I hope you'll make a call, so I'll be right back.
Just saying. Yeah.
That would be Dr.
Dr. Jamie Lula. Yeah.
I love you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you. So I'll give you the number.
He won't let you call him sir, though.
I love you, doctor.
Or doctor either, for that matter. He's
Jamie,
so
I'm-
down to earth.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot. That will be incredible.
Silence your phones. Or, turn them off even.
Or
Tell
not.
your kids that you're at church today, or at the center. All right, who's here for the first time? Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome. What's your name? Yeah, you. Lorna.
Nice.
How'd you hear about us? Website.
Hi.
Well, thank you for being here. Our ushers have a gift for you. Anyone else here for the first time? Hi. How'd you hear about us?
Look for Church of Religious Science.
Right. Okay, your name?
Lori.
Lori?
Lori and Lorna.
Lori and Lorna, thank you. So good for you to be here with us. Thank you. Thanks for coming. All right. Well, gee, no matter where you are on your spiritual path, I promise you'll always be welcomed here. And if you sign our guest book, if you haven't already, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on here at our center. All right? Deal?
Deal.
All right. Thank you. I think Stacy's up here because we have a
Yeah, we have a special guest.
power talk.
Yeah, we have a power talk.
Before.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So let me introduce this young man to you. His name is Dr. Stephen Simon, and some of you saw him last week. So here's a short bio. He's a devoted spiritual practitioner, father, community leader, and humanitarian. Stephen Simon was born in West Palm Beach, Florida, and has been traveling the world since the age of 12 as a motivational speaker and an oracle. Stephen has built several mega churches prior to his departure from fundamental church Christianity and theology. Stephen currently serves as a spiritual counselor and chaplain in Nevada in service to both children and adults in hospice or the hospitalized. Stephen has musical talents as a singer and musician, and because of those talents, he now serves as the lead spiritual practitioner of the Love Embassy, which is a new performing arts enlightenment center both in Florida and Nevada. So Stephen has obtained many minor degrees leading up to his doctorates in theology and world religion, such as minors in psychology, pastoral counseling, family counseling, music theory, arts, and even nursing. Stephen is also known as Psi, and when channeled into higher frequencies. Stephen has sat with many world leaders and has even spoken to the UN to address the entire world. Stephen continues to make an impact in the world by simply being a beacon of influential light. Now, we had set an intention, the board, the ministers, the ministerial prayer set an intention to expand our circle. And so what popped up was Dr. Stephen. So please welcome Dr. Stephen. And his beautiful wife.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Grand rising and good morning to everybody. What amazing, I didn't think they were going to do all that talking about me. I try to keep things short, and you know, one of the beautiful things about life is that you really just don't know what you're going to get, like Forrest Gump said, right? Life is like a box of chocolate. You really just don't know what you're going to get. This morning, I'd like to just give you a few minutes here of talking about Paradigm's Paradise, a mindful bliss. This month is all about mental health, right? Empowerment, remembering how to keep your mind in a blissful place. If you're going to live in your mind all the time of your life, wouldn't it be a good thing to make it a good place to live? I want to talk about the pandemic or plandemic. Really quickly, a few years ago, everybody was in somewhat of a bliss or somewhat of a comfort. And so here comes a pandemic, or some would call it a plandemic. I choose to be one of those positive people that don't look at anything planned like I'm still subscribed to conditioning or subscribed to governmental whatever, blah, blah, blahs, controversies, all of that. I get it, right? But one of the things that the reason why I call it a plandemic is because when you study what a virus is actually a biocellular change or an information that comes into your body, and your body's like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that. And so your immune system begins to create this defense mechanism and begins to fight against what is not its normalcy or its state of homeostasis or equanimity, right? That even temperedness, the even ebb and flow of your life. What happens is something comes and it is contradiction to what you are used to. Doesn't that sound like life? Right? You're just doing your own thing and having a good time. You got your routine, you got your exercise, you got your yoga, you got your Michael Beckwith on, right? You got all your Science of the Mind books, you have all of your how-tos, and then boom! Here comes a new thing. And it doesn't feel good because your body is like, whoa, what is this? I have no grounding, I have no footing. And so this morning, I want to tell you that the same way that happens in a biocellular level, that happens in our life daily. I want to tell you why that virus is so important. I often talk about it. Did you know that it wasn't until a virus called the placenta? Did you know that the placenta was a virus? It was a virus that made women start to be able to carry babies for 9 months. A virus. As a result of something new, something divine, something extraterrestrial, something that is not a part of our normalcy, comes into our life and creates a new evolutionary normal. And so I want to introduce to you how to keep sharp in that, how to stay above those changes. One of the things that I would say is connect with people. Learn to connect with other people. Get out of your box. So many of us, we don't realize how limiting we cause ourselves to be when we stay within our own confinements and stay within our own environments. Expand yourself. You would be surprised to know how elastic you really are. Elastigirl, Elastiman. You're very elastic. And sometimes Spirit takes you on these journeys to literally stretch you and show you, you didn't know that you could do that, did you? You didn't know that you could channel that message. You didn't know that you could be that positive influence that somebody was looking for. And the only way to do that is to come out of your introverted self and become an ambivert. I think an ambivert is quite a great balance. Knowing when to be extroverted, knowing when to stay in your bubble and heal and practice. The second thing that I would give you is become physically active. No, don't just exercise, but find some do-it-yourself activities. Get up in your house and say, you know what, instead of me calling, that plumber, I'm going to practice some things. A few of you guys have practiced too much, and it's time to call the plumber. Don't use me as a crutch now. I know you want to. Some of the guys are like, yeah, babe, I told you. Let me practice. No, you've been practicing enough, all right? Now, call the professionals in. But sometimes you've got to create, new experiences through doing things that you're not used to. Maybe taking a different route home today, right? You know, you're so used to your routine. You know what? I like it this way. And then you get frustrated when you get on the 515 or the 95 or wherever you were going about. You get frustrated when traffic comes. But if sometimes you follow your internal compass, you might just get in the thick of it and miss the traffic somehow by following your internal compass to do things that you've never done before. That's what I mean about becoming physically active, getting into the flow of doing something you've never done before. Again, learning new skills. Teach yourself a new language. Get up one day and sharpen that mental acuity that you have and say, you know what, today, you know what, old age is not my portion. What is age? Age is nothing but a number, right? Someone said, I know some people that can outrun me and they're 70 years old. I had a guy that showed me, he's, a science of the mind guy. He eats according to his blood type. And he said, you know what, Stephen, around this time I was 330 pounds. And I was talking to him, I was like, man, I don't care what you say, there's no way you're gonna outrun me. There's just no way. He said, well, let's go. And he showed me that he could outrun me. And that's what I want to say today. Maybe you're out there and you don't know what you're capable of doing, but by learning that new skill, you'll be surprised that you can learn a new language, that you can do something that you never thought that you could do. The last few things that I want to share with you is give when you can. Give when you can. One of the strongest things about mental health and maintaining mental health is to make sure that you're not giving too much of yourself. Learning when to give and how to give and when giving is appropriate is very important to your mental health. A lot of us are living in regrets because of the way we give. And it's not that you're not supposed to be, and let me not even use that word because we don't like that word. It's not like it's not in flow, right, to be a giver. But if you're going to give, make sure that you're giving from a space of what you have to offer, what you have to give, not just financially. Because if I go out there and someone says, hey, give me $1 and I don't have $1, but I do hold space, I'm going to give you what I can give you. Oh, that's my alarm, 7 minutes. All right. And the last thing, I have to do that because I will talk, okay? I'm a talker. So if I don't put an alarm, I'll be up here, all right? And the last thing that I want to say is pay attention to the present breath. Self-care is all about present awareness. Did you hear what I said? Self-care is all about present awareness. A lot of us like to live in the mind that says, well, I grew up from my past, I'm ready for my present, and I just don't know about tomorrow. But really, that same person that lived in the present, the same person that lived in the past, the same person that's going to live in the future, it is a divine expression of the spark of God that you are. Internally, you are that which was, that is, and which will be. You're becoming your highest self. And the inner nirvana that we're all looking for is not a heaven or a hell. Nirvana means to exhale. It literally means to release control. To release yourself of the conditioning that is trying to incarcerate all of us. And what if I told you today you can be free by releasing yourself into your own strategies that work for you? Enough of the external studies, and study yourself to know that you can live in a paradise now. You don't have to wait till later. And I'm reminded of the Christ that spoke through Jesus on the cross. The Christ that spoke through Jesus. We all have a Christ that speaks through us. We all have a higher channel, a higher frequency, a higher vibration that speaks to us. Here's a man on the cross saying, hey, remember me in paradise. And the Christ says, hold up, man. We're in paradise right now. You can live and create your own happy. Have a good one.
I knew you were special.
And so are you. I love your voice.
I mean, oh my gosh. It is right now. It is right now. That is awesome. I knew you were special when I met you. I just knew it. Wow. Well, you know what? That makes me feel incredible. How about you? You feel good?
I feel better than James Brown. I feel better than James Brown. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
But we're family. Right. We're family.
It's
Feel good.
They have to be right.
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. Show me. I knew that I could now. Come on, Dave. So good. So good. I got you. That's what I'm talking about. I feel nice. Come on now. Woo. Just like sugar and spice. Yeah. I feel nice. Yeah, like sugar and spice. Yeah, so nice. So nice. You're so nice. I got you. Come on now. Give it to me. What? When I hold you in my arms, my love can do you no harm, no. And when I hold you in these arms, my love can't do you no harm. And I feel nice, it's like sugar and spice. I was just thinking about you. I feel nice, great, just like sugar and spice. Yeah, so great, so nice. You're so nice. I got you, yeah. Here we go. My favorite part. All right, you with me? When I hold you in my arms, my love can do you no harm, no. And when I hold you in my arms, my love can do you no harm. And I feel good. I knew that I would. Right. I feel good. Oh, I knew that I could now. Yes, that's what I mean. So good. You're so good. I got you. Woo! Yes, I feel good. Ooh, I knew that I would. I feel good. So good. I knew that I would now. I'm so good. You're so good. I got you. I know I got you. You're so good. It's so good. I got you, yeah. You're so good. You're so good. I got you. And you. And you. Yeah. 'Cause you know what? I feel good. I feel good. Thank you. And good night. Thank you. That's enough yelling, right?
All right.
Come over, everyone. Don't pay attention to me. Yeah, yeah. Anything for you. I appreciate it.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you having fun yet?
Yes.
Are you happy
Yes.
and know it?
Yes.
Are you happy and don't know it?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Microphone.
This month, we're talking about emotions, feelings. And I think is really important because that has to do with, are you happy and do you know it? Does your life show it? So these emotions are a natural, instinctive state of mind, deriving from one's circumstances, I want to say, but not caused by, deriving from one's circumstances, one's mood, one's relationship with others. Now, an interesting thing about emotions, if I had a room full of children, they would be expressing emotions. They wouldn't need to hear this message because they would be more than likely living the message. So now that we've been around a little while, some of us more than others, I think it bears repeating. Now this feeling nature is the childlike mind, open, using instincts, intuition, but not as much knowledge and reasoning depending on the age of the child because some just got here. And you haven't had a chance to school them into everything you know and don't know about the world. If you're happy and you know it, say, I am.
I am.
I am. You know, do you remember, any of you remember playing jump rope? One person. Hopscotch.
Yes.
Okay, and so we would sing this song, right? If you're happy and you know it. Yeah. Well, first you say I am, because anything that you are saying, you're putting into that creative energy for it to be returned to you. Yes. So if you're happy and you know it, say I am.
I am.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. And your life will surely show it.
Yes.
It does. All right, let me get these here. I wanted to say something about show it, because that's one of the favorite things I like about religious science. And there's so many things to like and love about it, I agree. But to show it, I always like that, because that is what we call demonstration. An outpicturing of spirit. An outpicturing of our consciousness. Now, Buddha said, some of us have said, I don't want to, this sounds good, but I'm from Missouri. You've got to show me. Actually, I just was born in Missouri. No. I think that at State Hospital, which is no longer there, I've heard, and I think that the Show Me State is what it was called. So it's no accident that I really love the demonstration, the outpicturing of spirit in our lives. So powerful. So powerful. And we remember to remember, and some of us are remembering right now, because we do have a very active, confidential ministry of prayer. And people are, one of the practitioners, I think it was Kathy, said, it's wonderful. And we have people praying day and night around the clock. It doesn't start at 9 and end at 5. And the reason is we have our participants praying when they get the message. And our Reverend Stacy, up the way we get that message really fast by using, confidentially, but using technology that we have available. Because I remember in Huntington Beach, we had about 5,000 members and about 250 practitioners. And we would get the prayer request, and we would then, on paper, and then we individually would go and do the prayer work. And then down the road, the monthly meeting would come, and all the practitioners would show up, or sometimes we would pray together. But this is so advanced, I actually shared it with somebody. Reverend Stacy? Okay, so I'll believe it when I see it. Have anybody here ever said that? It's too good to be true.
Not a religious science.
Well, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen it that is too good to be true. But I, again, from Missouri, would like you to show me. Now, Buddha and Ernest Holmes taught the reverse of that. They taught the reverse of, I'll believe it when I see it. Because they're really saying we need to see it first in mind, and then we need to believe it. And we do that. When people get up and they do affirmative prayer, they're actually demonstrating exactly what I'm talking about. They're focusing on the object of the prayer request, and then they're focusing on primarily their connection, their awareness with God as love and universal law. And they just stay right there until it gets clear in the mind of the practitioner. And some topics are easier than others, I would imagine, because we're human and divine. Or I like to say divinely human. And so as we progress, as we clear that mind, as we remember the Creator as creative principle, as we remember our divine connection, we speak the word of truth, wholeness, and healing from that part of unity. And thus, we let go, and we know that it's already so. What we think about comes about. Now, some won't believe me. Some will say, well, I put all my time and energy into winning that $1 million that was in the lottery. Okay, we have choice, but I wonder what might have been demonstrated if people put as much time and energy as they did, I'm just going to say gambling, on spirit, in prayer, in service to some that perhaps are open to receive, because their fortunes in life sometimes have been challenged, or it appears that way. So Buddha said, okay, what you think about comes about. Reverend Ike, you guys remember Reverend Ike?
Yeah.
He said, life meets me just like I meet life. Think about that. You're not going to feel guilty if you don't like how life is meeting you, because we have a formula of changing that. Those are temporary conditions. Conditions are temporary, though. Even the ones we love. How fashionable were you wearing hot pants in Hollywood when you were a teen in the 70s? Happy, and I knew it. Our human experiences, though, do include what some feel as joy and what some feel as challenges or pain. How many have experienced joy? Okay. How many experience pain? Okay, I rest my case. Because that's sort of the human thing, isn't it? Right? And if we don't really know it, experience it, there's something called network TV that will oblige you in believing it. Pain, light and darkness, both sides, and what's in between. Happiness is a feeling, but it can also be a state of mind. Now, I know I told you about my Uncle Jimmy briefly. He was what my daddy called an optimist. Nothing that's going on the outside seemed like it was going to get him down. And so, if you would say, Uncle Jimmy, the wind blew the top off of our house. Now, if the top of your house came out, what would you be doing? Crying and screaming, trying to find a lawyer on television, sue somebody. Maybe at the end of that, call the ministry of prayer. Okay, I'm saying call the ministry of prayer first. But my Uncle Jimmy would say, well, at least it's not raining. Literally, this was the way he used his mind, which is the same mind we use, by the way. Ernest Holmes says there's one mind, there's one power, there's one presence. And we are all part of that. Even on our bad days, even on our shabby days, even in our scary days. Those things are fear, and fear does happen. I'm telling you, fear does happen. And some places, we would accept that. Because if you were in an accident, you went to emergency room, which was my first job. I saw a lot of things as a teenager coming through that emergency room because I was a licensed vocational nurse at around 19. And I was the first licensed vocational nurse to ever have a job in that emergency room because that was for RNs. So I point that out to say that if something is for you, you will receive it. You don't really have to fight about it, but if you want to fight and pick it and all that, that's all right if that's part of your path. But it's not really necessary. Because when you align with the higher aspect of your very own being and ask the question, to what is my soul committed? I did that a while back, and I got what I thought was an answer. And the answer, the statement that I received was, when I call you, you come. And I didn't really understand that at that time. And so I kept looking or listening. In those days, we actually had party lines, I think. I'm not sure, maybe not quite back that far. But nevertheless, I kept looking, and I never heard anything about a letter of call, which is a contract, basically, between the minister and the place where she's serving. But I kept looking for the call, kept looking for the call, kept looking for the call. People got me to volunteer for a whole lot of things, because I'm thinking, is this it? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Feelings, happiness. Let me see if I can get this up here. Happiness comes, but it starts from within. An attitude of gratitude. And maybe things aren't that great for you right now in your experience, in your bank account, or you're trying to buy some milk for babies, or some other problem, a health challenge, a loss of a loved one. And sometimes the feeling, the energy, rightly so, needs to go with some of these problems. If your baby doesn't have any milk, you best get on it and figure out what to do. So life does have a way of getting our attention, but it just gives us some feedback. And we can ask ourselves this question: to what is my soul committed? And how best? Because I'll tell you, after years of science of mind, start feeling good and looking good, at least to yourself. but you're still here. I remember going from what I thought were bad versus good, choices, opportunities, dates, whatever it was at the time, to going to a place of it's all good. Have you heard people talk like that? It's all good. When I first heard people talk like that, I go, no, it's not. I work in the emergency room. Have you seen the trouble I've seen? So there's trouble. Some people identify certain behaviors as trouble. But there's also opportunities for grace. There's also opportunities to be humane and serve. There are opportunities to be part of the solution. That's our human nature. The ups and downs and all these other kinds of things. If we really focus. Now, science of mind said, it's not realistic to base your happiness solely on other people. Now, it might seem that way. It might seem that way when I was a little girl and my daddy and my mother were everything. And I miss them now. I prefer that they were here. We had so many years. As I grew up, we got to be friends together. We were parents together. We were grandparents together. And then it was time for them to move on. So in the month of May, I think a lot about Mother's Day. I miss my mother, but I also miss my dad. His birthday was Cinco de Mayo. And he would actually dress up, go to Alvera Street in LA. Anybody know what that is? Yeah. On Cinco de Mayo, speak Espanol, probably not very well, and pretend the whole party was for himself. Okay, so we know about my dad, and we know about my Uncle Jimmy, but it's the attitude. Yours, ours, mine. Not the thing out there that's going on. And we have a choice. In Teachers of the Science of Mind lesson for this week, it said, it's unrealistic for you to expect that your happiness is just going to come from somebody else. Somebody else is in charge of your happiness. So think about that and think about what I said about Uncle Jimmy. And if a situation like that occurs, call Uncle Jimmy. He'll show you the way. Now, this virtue of joyfulness, here's what it says. Joy gives us wings. In times of joy, our strength is more vital, our intellect keener, and our understanding less clouded. We seem better able to cope with the world when we are experiencing joy. That's why we teach spiritual practice, because it raises us up beyond the fray, beyond conditions, beyond circumstances. Let's see what else the Virtues Project said. Without inner joy, we're missing the origin of our own joy. Joy within equals joy, at least out picturing in your own world. And so when I say, remember I told you about demonstrations. Try it. You'll like it. going well on the outside, a lot of times we feel good, right? You don't feel good when things are going well on the outside?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. All right. Okay. You know, like Christmas, if you celebrate that, when you have decorations or your birthday or something like that. When things are going wrong on the outside, sometimes we feel bad. Sometimes people feel down and out. Their money, their job, their disease, whatever it is. But the pain versus pleasure, pain versus pleasure. It feels like you're bouncing around rather than staying focused. So when fun stops, the party's over, our happiness stops when we hold that belief. But without joyfulness, sadness gets deeper and deeper. People have experienced loss of loved ones, and they miss them, and they weren't ready for them to go. If we are joyful, things still happen. Doesn't it? Some things that you think are happy, others not so much. I had my birthday, I didn't like my taxes, whatever. See, that's the way the world. But if we are joyful, down deep, that's the place of calm and serenity. That's the place of new ideas and constructive solutions that are just right for you. They are within you now, and they're within you every time. We continue to feel loved and safe, no matter what's going on the outside. We let go, we release, and draw on that inner strength. Draw on that divine nature. And I would say, be that for yourself, but be that for your neighbor too. How are we going to have a world of peace and a world that works for everyone unless we claim it, unless we demonstrate it? I remember a time where something, I don't know what it was that I was going through, and my mother was talking. And I said, "Hey, Mother," she actually called her Mother dear. Mother dear. You sound like a religious scientist. She'd never been a religious scientist. She was a Roman Catholic, as was I at that point. She had to become a Roman Catholic to marry my dad, because in those days, you were what your dad's religion is. And she says, "Well, Wanda, it's from listening to you all these years. Our life shows it. Even the parts that feel sad. So if you're sad, get some tissue, go ahead and cry. And then remember this phrase. Wanda said, so what? I'm still alive." Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and do it. Some of these things I have tried. I got field tested. I just didn't get some paper and write some stuff down. Science of mind. How to speak science of mind. We can demonstrate at the level of our ability to know. So thus, this is why our minister is teaching all these classes with homework sometime, with exercises someone, because it's like conditioning. If you were going to be an athlete, or anybody athlete here, you'd be practicing, right? And that's what we do. We get some spiritual justice. So, when we are happy and we know it, our lives show it. Regardless of what's going on the outside. Life is an inside job. So God bless you and thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
I'm always happy when you're speaking, I'll tell you that. Reverend Wanda, you are awesome. Really. Yeah, happy is right now. Dave's laughing, but I mean it. I mean it. Be happy.
How much do you mean it?
I mean it a lot.
Can you feel good? Can you sing about
I feel good. I feel happy. I'd love to sing about it if I could.
Okay.
It might seem crazy, but I'm not crazy. Woo! Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Woo! I'm a hot air balloon that can move space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Come on now, you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, yeah. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking is a lie. Yeah, give it all you got, don't hold it back. Yeah, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Don't worry about me. Yeah, thanks to you, don't waste your time. You guess what? Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Yes, I do. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth, and it is. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My love is too high. Bring me down, oh I can't nothing bring me down. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My love is too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof, and I do. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth, and it is. Clap along if you
We love Dr. Stephen.
Woo, I'm happy about the tamales. I'm happy about a whole bunch of things. Ask the ushers to please come forward, please. Yeah. Where are the ushers? I love my ushers. There's I think on the screen there's probably a phone number to text to tithe. I have my phone. This is our opportunity we call giving and receiving, and Reverend Wanda, you were saying you had a lot of practice. So I'm sure you have a lot of practice with the law of giving and receiving as well. If you're comfortable, please say our affirmation as should be on the screen as you hold your gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe. I'm grateful that those that give, they give it from their hearts and their souls, and they know that it's returned to them multiplied abundantly. I'm grateful. I am grateful for each and every gift because I know that it is used to create a world that works for all and to keep Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living giving of itself for the love of life itself. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. And so it is.
So it is.
Believe that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Woo! I do believe, yes, I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind, yes, and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine.
Yes, you know it.
Perfect health, yes, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. I'll give you all the love, 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 love. It is mine. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine.
I claim it. It's mine. It's mine.
Dr. Stephen, would you come up, please?
Tell us a little bit about Thursday.
Awesome. Yay.
As an announcement.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hello again.
Hello again.
On Thursday night, I'd love to invite all of you to, we're having a artistic enlightenment this Thursday, and I'm going to I'm going to do it. We have a flyer, we'll put it right out there and give you details. It'll be at 7:30. It's musical affirmation, spontaneity, and music. We'll also have one person that you all are very familiar with is going to be here with us as well. Karen Jones will be with us as well. She's one of our practitioners as well that we've connected with, and we just love community. So we don't want this to be a we're over here, you over there thing. We're coming right under the umbrella of the center, so I'm really excited to partner and be here with you guys as much as possible to continue to hold space for the community, and I'm so excited about it. So come, it'll be at 7:30. We're going to definitely start exactly at 7:30 and see what happens. And you feel free to leave as you want, come in as you want. There's no formality. It's going to be a real amazing thing. The only formality that's there is be yourself, all right? It's going to be an amazing vibe and a night of enlightenment through the arts. We're using the theme of Renaissance to kind of grow a community and help with the arts and really just kind of center a core for a lot of the musicians out here. We're connecting with a lot of the arts and theaters and theatrics, all of the amazing things. We're going to bring it right here to the center, get ready for shows, get ready for stage plays. That's what we're doing. All right, so I'd love to see you here Thursday. I'd love to have you sing a few pieces, please. And,
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
Just
Awesome.
have fun, not just say, well, come and sing. That'll be fun.
It's right here.
Right here at 7:30.
I'll see you here.
All right.
Thursday at 7:30.
The Healing Words Book Club for May, June is going to be on June 22nd. It has been moved again.
That's it, I promise. Last time.
This last time it's going to move, so it'll be at 4 p.m. So just let Reverend Stacy know if you'd like to join with the book. You've got plenty of time now to get the book, and it's called The New Jim Crow. Woo. So get on that one for discussion on Zoom. And for prayer support, any prayer support, please just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7095. We want to celebrate our AAPI Heritage Month with Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl at Natalia's Secret Kitchen next Sunday at noon. Boy, we're going to have to hoof it over there. Okay.
Not far.
And the happenings table, you need to sign up because we need to make reservations. So we need to know how many people are going to be there. Today, as Reverend Cheryl said, is our tamales are ready for us to pick up. And I'm assuming they're back in the room back there to pick
So
up.
am I.
Okay, we're all assuming that's where they're going to be. Yes, they better be there. I'm ready for them. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, and then this coming Friday, we're going to be at the DeStefano's house. Yay! For our outdoor movie, which is called In the Heights. And she wants us to get there sometime around 6:30. What time is it actually going to start?
It'll start dusk.
Dusk.
But we'll eat and hang out.
We'll eat and hang out, and dusk is usually around 7:30, isn't it? Yeah? About 7:30?
Now.
Just so we know how to plan. And the cost is $5 and then plus more because you're going to want to spend more because it's a fundraiser.
That's right.
So we want to just know that that's the minimum. And we can get the tickets today, right? We'll get the tickets today at the bookstore. I would like our ambassador of fun to come up, and that is our Yvonne.
Yes.
So if Yvonne would come up and tell us she's got something very special she wants to share with us.
We love Yvonne.
Yes, yes,
She's the greatest. And it was just your birthday. Happy birthday.
Good morning, everybody. I am a co-ambassador of fun with practitioner Amy, and we are going to be having our first LVCSL Bowl-a-thon fundraiser on June 15th over at the Suncoast Hotel. If you saw when you walked in, we had some sponsor tables for people to sponsor a pledge of 5 cents a point for Reverend Cheryl, Reverend Stacy, myself, Amy. Everyone's invited. We will have the tickets available next week in the bookstore, I'm sure. And it's $25 to come. It includes your shoes, it includes bowling, a slice of pizza, some soda. We're going to have some fun little prizes, and we're going to do a raffle, and it's just going to be a really great time. So I hope that everybody can come. If you don't want to bowl, but you want to participate, we'll have non-bowler tickets for sale in the bookstore. It'll include your pizza, your drinks. You can participate in the raffle, but it should be a really good time. So I hope everyone will come out. So June 15th, save the date, Suncoast Hotel, 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay?
Woo, that's gonna be fun.
That's exactly a month from today. That's easy to remember. We have 4 weeks to get our bowling legs going, right? Our bowling hands or bowling
That's right.
We go practice for a month. Okay, fine. Also, we've got a video that there's going to be a workshop in right around that same time, in the 18th of June. We've got a video with Sharon Fleming's workshop.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharon Fleming, and I'm going to be facilitating a workshop for you called Expressions of the Soul. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing during the workshop. But I want to begin with why I designed this particular workshop. First reason is that we always want to explore more about who we are. And this will give us another opportunity to do just that. The second reason is that it gives us a way to connect to the spiritual aspect of ourselves, which sometimes we neglect to do. And then finally, to appreciate, to help us to learn to appreciate ourselves more and to be able to use our gifts in the world, not be afraid to do so. We have two practices that we're going to be using. One of them involves mindfulness exercises. And we know that research shows that mindfulness helps us to deal with our daily stress. It helps us to focus better on what's going on around us as well as within ourselves. And it helps develop compassion for ourselves and for others. The other exercise that we're going to be doing is called expressive writing. You may be more familiar with the term free flow writing. So it is simply responding to writing prompts in a gentle, flowing process, whether or not we've written all of our lives or written seldom and don't feel good at all about our writing skills. It's nothing to do with writing skills. It has to do with expressing those first thoughts that we have about the writing prompt and getting them on paper. And then if you choose, you can share them with others in the workshop. You may not choose to do that. It's totally up to you. And we'll be using cards that I've developed. These cards are something that you will receive in the workshop. And I've developed them, first of all, with a wonderful view or a photo of nature, and that my husband has photographed throughout the last few years. And on the other side are writing prompts and mindfulness exercises. So we use these during the workshop, but then you can also take them home and continue the process of growing that you began in the workshop. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me and we can talk more about it, but I look forward to seeing each one of you at the workshop in June. Take care.
This is the workshop that she's offering June. It's a Saturday, the 18th from 9 to noon. Okay. CSL has a summer movie series that's going on all through June, July, and August. And there are 11 movies, and you can join this to do the whole program for $200 for the whole summer, or $25 each movie. And what they do is we're going to be meeting on Zoom with the ministers. Each minister is going to take a lead of the discussion, of each discussion for each movie, and discuss it metaphysically. So it's going to be a really interesting time there. And just all you need to do is just go to shopcsl.org/classes to be a part of that. And remember to look for us on Amazon Smile when you shop at Amazon, because our address is smile.amazon.com. We get a little percentage. And the bookstore is open for tickets to the DeStefanos. And the books against the window are 60% off. And also our tamales are going to be getting ready to be picked up in that room over there. Can we smell them? I don't know. I can't smell, so I gotta know. Anyway, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
You too.
Yeah. I think we have a kiddo there.
Yes, we look at how cute. In the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love.
You get your own song. This is Jade, who just automatically picked up the microphone. I love it. How was it today?
Good.
Good? You had a good time? Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Awesome. She said always. All right, I'm going to ask the minister of prayer team to please come forward. Any visiting ministers or practitioners, please come forward. Does she want to share anything? I don't know. She said she had a great time. You had something else to share? Oh, Grandma's telling her something.
How cute she is.
It's
She's got
all
something
good.
really special she wants to share.
That Grandma wants her to share.
Love, yeah.
I'll say, okay, here we go. Infinite good.
And infinite good and more good is mine. There is ever increasing good is mine. There's just no limit to the good which is mine. Everywhere I am, I see this good. I feel it, I experience it, it crowds itself against me, flows through me, expresses itself in me, and multiplies itself all around me. Ever I am, God is, and all is well. I'm so grateful this is my truth. I just let it be, and so it is.
That was great. That was great. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Awesome. Ah, Ministry of Prayer team, you got something to live up to. And awesome. This is our prayer team, and they support us in prayer and in so many other ways. And they're here to pray with you or for you if you so choose. There's also a prayer box over by the bookstore there. And I also saw Gail bring in some new jewelry and stuff in the bookstore today, too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, you know what? Let's sing our peace song.
Yes.
She's going to do it. Don't we do it after? Okay, Reverend Wanda wants to do a closing prayer. Even though I thought Jay did it. But
Jay did it.
Go, Reverend Wanda. Go, Reverend Wanda.
Actually, I thought she did it.
That's what I
Makes sense. We'll just redo it. It's okay. You can't have enough prayer.
Can we get too many prayers?
No.
No.
All right. So let's turn within. You're invited to lower or close your eyes and focus on your inner life, your inner truth. We know we have a lot of fun things to look at and talk about out here, and we're going to go there. But for this moment, let's reflect, recognizing that God is the one creative power, and each and every individual is one with that, whether we know it or not. And so in this moment, I'm knowing it. And I'm recognizing one power, one presence, one absolute authority, that which is, now and always has been and will be. And in this moment, I unify with that power and presence. I open my mind and my spirit to new awarenesses, to a greater love, a bigger community. I'm recognizing peace on earth. I'm turning away from anything, everything, any channel, any person that is not in harmony with divine love and divine law. Because that's what we are here to do. This is what we believe. And so from this place of awareness and unity, the mission is clear. We're about the indwelling Christ. We're about a world that works for everyone. I'm realizing that each individual has their individualized experience, divine experience. And that love and that light and that truth is shining ever so brightly. And as I release this word into the law of mind, I'm knowing that the truth has been revealed. And those in search of a healing, it's already done. It's already done. It's done now, and it's done well. And so I release This word into law, bind in action, knowing that the truth has been revealed this day. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. All right. Well, let's stand and sing our peace song now.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great day.
We've done a lot of living, we're working hard today. Don't need another minute, you got that thing. I like the way you're living, 'cause you're so genuine. You got that something special, 'cause it ain't you. Yeah, you, I do.
But you know that's the thing they have on. And then we put them into saxophone, back to the jokes and the bars. I can't wait to come my own home. It ain't wrong for you to play along. I'm in the song till you die. In this world of a lot of problems, all we need is a little love. Thank you, oh, your love.
I'm living, we're working overtime. Don't need another meal, you got me going right. I like the way you're living, you're just so genuine. You got me something special, didn't you know? You, yeah you, oh you, come on.
If you were Jim, then you sports.
Come on, it ain't wrong for you to sing along. Singing this song till you die.
With a lot of problems, all we need is a little love. Thank you, oh, thank you, oh, your love.
Come on, David. Play that thing. Oh, yeah. We've done a lot of living. We're working overtime. Don't need another minute. You got that going right. I like the way you're living, 'cause you're so genuine. You got this something special, didn't you know? We need you, yeah you, I need you. Come on, play that saxophone. Come on, play. I need you, yeah you, oh you, yeah you. I need you, yeah you, I need you, yes.
Love you guys, Jay Drosny. We'll see you next week.